Yo guys, Beast, back with some Beast content. Today we are going to be doing what I'm going to be calling Gotcha Beasts Fauna Labs. So these are my current fauna. We are going to be inducing eggs from our current 3 fauna as well as collecting a new fauna. If you haven't seen my guide over how to use the egg sequencer and would like to play with the fauna yourself, do check that guide out below. I also have the glyphs for what is a robot dog fauna, which we will be getting an egg from today and modifying it. However, we won't see the outcome of this egg until next video. These are the outcomes of my egg sequencer video. I did 3 eggs. Here is the creature. This one used to not have the weird tail in the back. Now it does. I will also go ahead and get a few more showcases of the eggs, or of the creatures we've made after we collect all of the eggs. We do want to be collecting the eggs from these fauna. The reason why I like to collect the eggs is I actually leave them unhatched, put up in a storage container, and then eventually, when I decide to, I can hatch them again and retrieve them. That way we're keeping the original fauna, and anything we modify will be what we keep. We keep the original one. This one right here is actually, I think it's Eki's egg. So Eki is our original fauna dog. I do believe we're going to be hatching a robot fauna dog that we put in the egg sequencer in this video. However, this was just the gathering of the stock eggs. I always gather up stock eggs and put them up for my fauna, so I never lose the base creature. If I ever run into a fauna that I've actually created that I actually really like the design of, I'm going to start keeping an egg put up in my storage containers, just so that if I want another one, or maybe I want to hand it out, I can. So this is made from Genopti. That was the parent of this one. It is currently at the age of young. We made this back in our egg sequencer video. It is a young creature. It is not able to actually create an egg yet. However, we do have 3 eggs here from the previous video to be hatching now. As you can see, we have this weird looking thing. I deleted its parent earlier, but the parent didn't have the tentacle on it that I mentioned. You see the weird looking tail thing on the back? That previously, before putting this thing in the egg sequencer, wasn't even there. Everything on the fauna can change when you put them in the egg sequencer. That is what is so cool about it, is that you can create completely custom fauna, and we're going to be aiming for a specific color set today on our robot dog fauna when we get on into the breeding of that. Here is Genopti's son in camera view. As you can see, he now has 1 horn instead of 2, and Genopti had spikes on his back, where this guy has what are similar to bumps that are also kind of scaly. They're definitely not spikes. It's not porcupine style. He was a porcupine, and now he's more of like an alligator spine with a single rhinoceros horn looking thing so far. I'm sure as he grows older, his horn will become more sharp. That is at least my hopes. We shall see in future episodes of the Gotcha Beast Fauna Labs. But as you can see here, this was the, I believe, egg from our robot dog. It has finally hatched, and we are going to be modifying the egg from the parent as we have that in our inventory today. I would like to modify this one's egg, however, it has not currently grown up. I do need to be unlocking some more fauna slots so that I'm able to keep some of these things until they grow up to actually induce eggs. However, this one did change a little bit from its parent. I do believe the legs are actually much smaller. We are going to be modifying the parent egg today with a different material for the anatomy, hoping to get rid of the ugly magnet on the back of this dog. That is my goal for the robot dog. I would like to firstly get rid of the magnet and make it as large as possible so I could have a giant robot dog without an ugly magnet on its back. I don't know, guys. I just absolutely hate this magnet thing. I do believe the head also changed to the previous episode. Once again, the egg sequencer guide video is down below where we obtained that guy. But as you can see here, this is now our 3 here. I think my fauna menu is actually bugging out for the catalog. I think the catalog bugs out, but once you reload it will have the proper fauna showing. But as you can see here, these are the 3 fauna we have, and we have all of these eggs here. This is the final one. This came from the weird porcupine looking thing, and while it's green now, and I definitely don't remember it being green, see, that was its parent, not green, clearly red. And it looks like 2 antlers still. Maybe it grew some ears. I think the back pattern's a little different, and the legs are also in a red color. definitely looking different from the parent. The coloring definitely did stick. I am interested to see what this grows into as it gets older. It does seem to have some sort of spikes on the back. However, we're going to be after a very wild fauna, which I'm sure is why you clicked the video. A giant rainbow colored orb full of eyeballs, guys. What weirdness is this? I had to get it, and we had to run it through the egg sequencer to see what sort of monstrosity we could come up with. I am entering the glyphs on screen now, so I guess we'll go ahead and start from what we're going with a Minecraft brewing stand, a bird, a triangle, a spider, a pie, a bird, what looks like the swirl of a black hole, I would think, a whale looking thing, a dinosaur looking thing. We got ourselves another triangle, and then of course the final thing being a honeybee and a pie on top. Those are the chords. It's located in the Eisentom Galaxy. If you're not aware, this is my Eisentom Galaxy portal base. It is unfinished, however, I do have plans for it once I ever get back to this project, which who really knows. Anyway, once we get through the portal, we are going to be looking for a new fauna today, like I mentioned earlier, and here it is in all of the colors showing properly. When it shows properly, the coloring of it is currently a rainbow translucent color that kind of goes with like the light and moves, and it just looks absolutely crazy. So here we go, we've got it adopted. We are going to take a quick look at it back home once we get home, but for now let's just get this thing fed, make it happy, and get on out of here and go home. So we're now back at the Eisentom portal base here, once again unfinished base, but we'll finish it eventually. And as you can see here, this thing looks crazy. So this egg we're modifying once again is Eki's egg. That means that it is the robot dog's egg. We are going to be adding living pearls. I listed the color groups that it could turn into up there. And we are going to be adding some neural calibrators, gene splitters, and growth hormones. Devotion increasing for ionized cobalt, so we definitely want to do that. 3 larval cores in the gene splitter will be 120% overdose. That should do something interesting to this stinking dog. I want to see some more drastic changes from doing this. So we were going to put cobalt decreases weight and height, and we want to increase it, so ionized cobalt it is. So weight and height increased, anatomy and coloring are unstable, though I did show you the 2 coloring groups, and devotion is being increased. This thing is going to be one loyal robot dog, and I don't know about you, but I played way too much Fallout, and I kind of want to get the robot dog Rex from the Fallout series, guys. I want to make this thing look like Rex from Fallout. But anyway, I do believe we're just going to go ahead and look through the companions catalog real quickly, showing what we've currently created. I do need to be unlocking more slots. That's actually what I'm going to work on shortly after this video, is just going to farm some nanites. I have a large scale nanite farm down below. It's super duper easy. Anybody can do it. You just need some credits and you'll get a ton of nanites. But here is this weird looking eyeball thing. It rolls around for some time and then it teleports away to a completely different spot. I don't know if that's just an anomaly thing or if it's something to do with this creature, but it likes to teleport a lot in the anomaly. I kept trying to follow it with my camera and it just kept running away, guys, but it looks sweet. We will be able to modify its egg in roughly 5 hours, but I am out. See us, keep it beast mode. Catch you next time on the Fauna Labs.